It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56.
Lawletta on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Lawletta to Shepard, complete over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Lawletta. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
now,
it's nothing
56,
but room to run.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, here's Lawletta. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Arakpo in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A shotgun snap to Lawletta. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Gun! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Here's Lawletta. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 right at the 30. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Giants will get it now at the 20. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Shepard deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Breida. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Lauletta to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Lauletta on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He finds Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play fake. Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. A first down throw for Mariota. And that is incomplete here. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Extra point try now for Succop. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Oh, Walker showing the power. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Touchdown, Titans. Delaney Walker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Succop out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He finds some open field here. How did he stay on his feet? And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drive.
And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry-up.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Mariota steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
Lauletta from the 50, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go now.
Now it's Lauletta. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 2nd down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. 319. 319. Over.
Now here's Lauletta. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. PAT up and good by Rosas. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Keep it rolling.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he powers his way up past the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Final play of the half here. Mariota looking deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Mariota dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Second down, Mariota. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Walker. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants! Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mariota, flush to his right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Lauletta finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Back to throw, Lauletta. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They begin the drive with Johnson. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
from the gun. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walker. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. So they get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing, Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They go to Johnson again. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well led on first down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On second down, here's Lauletta. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Over! Gun!
Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd and short to give it the tight end. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They pitch it out to Johnson. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Right back to him on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dalvin Tomlinson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down.
Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good.
That's caught inside the 20. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Lauletta on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Johnson. And down he'll go at the 25. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Lauletta now to throw. Brian Orakpo in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Lauletta forced out to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now it's Lauletta. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. They will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins.